to Beansandcrackersgaming. We have a special video today. Today was released the Nintendo Switch, and we got ourselves a hold of one.
Yep. We also got a hold of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Special Edition as well, so we'll be taking a look at that today. And just to cut the chit chat, let's just go straight into some unboxing, and let's let everyone know, what is inside both of these boxes.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's just start off just with the main guy of this day, of this release.
The main guy of this time.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this. Oop.
Oh.
Oop.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And just to kind of give some quick info, this is our second take, so we kind of try to just compress everything so it's kind of straight to the point, and we're not kind of unwrapping stuff, and yeah, it just makes it easier for both of us, and we kind of messed up the first time around. So let's just start off just taking a look at what we see right now. So we have the Nintendo Switch. So we have the cartridge port. We just put in the slots for. We have a slot for all the cartridges, a headphone jack, ventilation. You have volume buttons, actually very tiny. Just look at those, and then a power button. And then on the bottom, it looks like all we have is. So we have basically a USB-C, and then it seems like it's two little hinges right here, or two little kind of slots where it would be docked at on the larger dock. And then on the back, let's just take a look. We have the Nintendo Switch logo, more vents, a very nice looking kind of little stand for our Switch. So let's just take a look at how it would look like on its stand. Although the hinge on this does seem a little bit flimsy, and I did read somewhere that it was kind of done like that on purpose, just so kids wouldn't break it as easily. It's kind of meant to do that. And we do have a pretty nice look right here where we put our micro SD slot. So if we want to expand, which the internal memory on this is 32 gigs, so we probably would want to do a micro SD slot in the future. And then just on the two sides we have the hinges where we can see it seems like those spots where it would actually click for the Joy-Cons, and then same on this side. So that's actually the main console, which is very compact and very simple, I would say. And another thing is fingerprints. Definitely gonna find fingerprints on this, but like with any new device, it's always gonna be like that. And then we'll just move on just to the Joy-Cons, the controller for this, and just looking at these, like I've said before with the actual console itself, very compact and kind of smaller than I expected. It's still got a pretty good handle. I would say it has a very nice feel. It seems like the button layout does seem very similar to that of Xbox One, just kind of the joysticks and the buttons. Just taking a look at each of the individual controllers. So this look, we have a home button right here. Seems like a plus button where you'd see maybe your start button. On the back we have the ZB or ZR and then R trigger. On the back we do seem to have, I believe this is the button to release the controller from the hinge. And then we do have our SL and SR. And then I think a sensor for maybe infrared or just kind of motion controls and stuff like that. So that is the right controller. Left controller, very similar. One difference I see is that there's a different button on here. I'm not sure what that is. That might be like a capture or maybe a share button. And then everything's basically the opposite. And then obviously the analog sticks are definitely in different places. And then we have a minus button instead of a plus button. But other than that, very, very similar. All right. And then moving on from there, let's take a look at what other contents we have for this box. So I think just starting off, we do have HDMI cables just for our dock so we can connect to our TVs. We have our power plug with USB Type-C, just so we can actually power the device. And then we can move on next to our actual full controller for the Joy-Cons. So just moving it out of the package. So just taking a look at it, just on the face of it, it does look like we do have two LED indicators, as you might see actually on the Joy-Cons themselves, just to let us know that if we do have battery or not. We have slots for both of the Joy-Cons on the back, nothing too different. It looks like there is maybe a hinge that we can maybe connect a strap or maybe something to hang on it. Well, no, it seems like it's just a dock for the controllers. And let's just take a look at what they look like on here when they're docked. Ooh, a nice click, very nice click, and letting us know that LED indicators are working, so that is good to know. And then we use both of the hinge releasers. Let's go from there. All right, release both of them, and then just going from there. I want to take a look at what this actually look like on the actual Switch itself. Click on there, and just going from that, I really like the feel now. Like, looking at the console itself, it seemed really small, but actually having controls on there feels actually much nicer and actually better to look at. What thoughts do you have, Mark, on that?
No, it looks amazing. Like we said before, the screen does seem smaller than we expected, but having the controls on there, it looks huge.
Yeah, very lengthy, but I feel that's very nice, especially so you can actually have a lot of eyes on the screen. You're not covering it at all, and looking at it now, it just feels much nicer with the controls actually on there. It looks like a better console, just in that weird kind of just connecting them together. But yeah, let's take a look at that. Flip it over. Take a look from the back side.
Noise.
Very noisy. Yeah, that looks so awesome. I'm gonna put that down for just a quick second, and let's take a look at these. So it looks like we did actually get straps coming with the console itself. Oh, let me turn that for a quick second. All right, let's actually, so we have two different straps, and these are actually both for left. Sorry, they're backwards. Left and right, so do not want to get those mixed up. So let's just take a look at the right one. Let's just test these out. So just quickly gonna slide those on there, and as simple as that, we are locked in. And then there actually is a lock button right here. Just click that in. I believe that is to just lock it in place so we're not sliding off. And having that together, it actually feels much nicer. Like that, seriously, that 1/2 inch just has a better handle to the actual controller itself. It feels actually, it kind of gives a little bit more kind of handle to it. Still pretty small and compact on its own, but it's a little bit nicer, and we have actually better buttons for the back buttons, but not too shabby. I'm not liking that. All right, and then from there, let's go straight to the dock. The dock, it's once again very simple and very compact, straight to the point. So just looking at it straight on, just have the Nintendo Switch logo. Looks like we do have an indicator that would probably let you know that you're connected to a TV. Looking straight down, I guess, the barrel, you can actually see the hinge itself and where it would actually connect to the console. And then taking a look on the side, we have two USB ports, which would be maybe for extra charging or maybe additional adapters that may come in the future. Left side, nothing too crazy, maybe a little opening right here. Just go from the back. So from the back, we do have actual hinge that opens up, and from there we can actually see our different connections. We have USB-C, so just for powering, USB just for more adapters or just connecting the device, and then HDMI to connect to TV. And then if we actually connect that straight to the, just put the hinge on there. So put that in backwards. I was kind of noticing this hole. I was just kind of wondering why, but it is actually for the ventilation, just so we can actually have some airflow for the device itself. And then this closes back up, just to kind of have a little bit of cable management, just so we can kind of hide some of the wires and hide some of the clutter as much as we can. And that is the device docked itself, which we can easily connect both of the controllers together, just kind of demonstrating and taking it right out. As simple as that. Very, very simple. So let's put that aside. Like that is, like, what thoughts do you have, Mark, on this? Just, you know, first impressions.
I think it looks amazing. I was very hyped and excited when we were watching the conference from Tokyo, and was able to see, you know, what it was going to look like. And I don't know, I had my doubts, of course. I thought maybe it won't be as good, and maybe it won't be as cool as they show it, because, you know, the commercials always try to make it look like it's better than it is. But this thing is actually amazing. I mean, looking at it and how it works, and all the little details that they put into it is just awesome.
Yeah, they really kind of thought everything through. Everything just kind of just comes together, and it just feels really seamless, and nothing is like out of the ordinary. Nothing seems like it was designed wrong, you know, as much as possible. Like, there's obviously flaws with everything, but I feel like Nintendo kind of hit it really well this time.
Alright, let's get over to the Zelda box.
Alright, so we are looking at the Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild Special Edition. And let's just take a moment just to admire just the packaging. Like, this image we're looking at right now just is such a beautiful shot of Link in Hyrule, possibly looking at Zelda's castle, maybe where we fight Ganon or the final boss. Very, very nice looking and very beautiful. On the side, on each of the sides, we do see that, just once again, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And if we take a look at the back, we have just some quick snapshots of the gameplay that we might see in the game. So we can kind of see just Link running through Hyrule and just battling different monsters. Obviously doing some Gordon Ramsay cooking and some Zelda action, and a lot of really neat stuff that we hopefully will see in the game. And then going straight from there, let's just open this up and go straight into it. So as we pull out the packaging, let's see, leave it upside down. We're just presented with this beautiful presentation. Just, we have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild packaging just with the game, a soundtrack which came with that, and a few collector's items, which are this very, very nice looking coin. Just take a look at that. And Legend of Zelda is really going for that kind of Illuminati eyeball kind of thing. It's kind of weird, but you know, let's start with this. So just going off the main package, let's open this up. And wait, what? Not sure if this was intentional, but it does look like we may be missing a booklet, if that is a possibility. Nothing at the moment is showing up right here, but we do have the cartridge, which is actually, I want to say it's smaller than the actual, zoom in on that, see if it seems very kind of almost smaller than the actual like Nintendo 3DS cartridges, but very nice if they're holding like that entire game in there. And after that, we are presented with the Legend of Zelda soundtrack, and also have a very nice picture on the front with a picture of Link with this nice boner on the back. Definitely going to be killing some monsters with that in the future. And this nice piece right now.
Whoa! Wow!
Okay. We gotta take a look at this. We have the entire map of Hyrule, and you know, not everyone can really see this or feel this on the internet, but the feel of this is almost like a leather feel. It just feels like it's been worn, or it's been like through some like water. It's just been it's been through a lot, and you can definitely feel it. So picture of Hyrule, and then on the back it does seem like we do have, I want to say, Calamity Ganon in the center with Link battling him. It kind of has that kind of a Mayan kind of look to it. And I do look on each of these corners. I'm not sure what they are. They could be just some images of some possible boss battles that we might be facing, or just some characters or spirits just from the lore of Legend of Zelda. But I am here. I want to get a full shot. Like, let me know in the comments if you see some cool images on here. I'm gonna be studying everything on this because it just looks so cool. Seems like it's telling some kind of prophecy or something like that. But that is very nice. But yeah, all right. And then we have one last treat for you guys. We wanna show you what else came in this box. So lastly but not least, we have a Legend of Zelda carrying case. Woo. With, just look at that. Look at that same design. We get that same design on our coin. So bringing that Illuminati symbol again. Not sure what it means yet. We'll most likely find out in the game. But something to point out in this actual carrying case for those of you who are maybe thinking about getting the special edition is that this is not a flimsy case. Like, this is very durable. Like, this would survive a fall, and it's definitely got different layers to it, different textures. It just feels really nice, and not something that would go for that cheap. Like, I could almost see people spending $30 on this because it's very durable, and very nice for a carrying case. And let's just take a look at it inside, what we might see. So it does look like we have just a bag, to carry maybe some headphones or maybe some extra wires that we might need. Definitely a heaping load of slots to put in some more games. So those of you who are wanting to carry an entire library of games with you on the go, don't worry about it. They got you covered. So I'm counting 3, 6, 9, 12 games you can take with you, so you'll never get bored. And then of course a spot to put in your Nintendo Switch, which we happen to have one with us.
Whoa, look at that.
So that fits in very nicely in there. Just put in the strap on there, close it up, and let's see. Yeah, and this is very durable and taken on the go. Shouldn't have to worry about having too much damage done to this, and it's gonna be very nice to take with you on the go. Any thoughts you have, Mark, on this?
No, this is definitely awesome. A lot of collector's items and a lot of good things here. Can't wait to see the actual Zelda game in action. The case is definitely awesome. I'm sure you'll have no worries with carrying that around. So yeah, let us know what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think of the Nintendo Switch? What do you think of the Zelda special edition?
Yeah, if you guys picked up a Switch tonight or are planning on getting one in the future, let us know what you like about it and what you might not like about it that maybe stopping you from getting one. We personally are, we're definitely still skeptical on a couple of things, even after picking it up. But I think overall, our satisfaction is pretty nice so far, and we just want to get into playing the games as soon as possible and just enjoying the heck out of this thing, because it is definitely a new type of technology, definitely new to the market, and just a new device all in general. And we just want to get the most out of it and have fun.
Yep. So tomorrow we'll be posting a video of turning it on and playing it, and so be sure to subscribe so you can catch that next video. And that should be it for today.
Yeah, let us know anything else you thought about this video or about the Switch or Nintendo Zelda down in the comments. And other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Here we go!